Welcome back to the Taiken Ramen channel. In this episode, we're going to be making a miso tare to complement episode 1's tonkotsu broth. This is by far my most popular and most requested recipe, but it does take some interesting and maybe hard to find ingredients that you might not find in your local grocery store.
Hey, we can take care of all that before we go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, with America Online.
America Online can do all that?
You bet your ass we're gonna find those things online. Head on over to Amazon, and the first thing we're looking for is Ichimi Togarashi. This is a chili powder that can go on anything to make it better, and it's gonna be one of the key components in this miso tare. Next up, we're looking for miso paste. This typically comes in the red or white variety. If you're looking for a really bright white tonkotsu soup, I'd recommend you grab a white miso paste. I like to use the red for the flavor, and I'm going for the Shinsu Ichi brand. Finally, we're looking for Szechuan chili oil. You'll find this at almost every OG ramen restaurant. It's a real staple of ramen flavor. And man, there's like a million brands of this. They're pretty much all good. This kitchen brand I've used before and had good results. And by the magic of the internet, here are all of our ingredients delivered right to our doorstep. Alright, so what you'll need. Start out with 8 cloves of peeled garlic. You'll need 1/2 of one white onion, roughly chopped. 2 full cups of miso paste. 1 tablespoon of chili oil. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1.5 tablespoons of tahini. And a spice blend consisting of 1/2 teaspoon of Ichimi Togarashi, 1/2 teaspoon of MSG, and 3 teaspoons of salt. Pull out your food processor and start by adding your cloves of garlic, your soy sauce, your tahini, your chili oil, your rough chopped onion, and finally your spice blend. And then of course ask yourself,
will it blend? That is the question.
We're gonna mix these up in the food processor until they have a consistency resembling salsa. We just want everything mingling. And then we're gonna add our 2 cups of miso paste. We're now going to process all of this until it's got a smooth hummus-like texture. And just take a look at this stuff. Now, if you were to try this right now, the way it should taste is so strong that it's almost unbearable. Remember, a little is gonna go a long way. I once read online that a good way to test if your tare is good to go is to use your broth base and then do a blind taste test. Your tare seasoning 1 broth, and then in the other, use something neutral. I like to use a Kikkoman double fermented soy sauce. After all, that is a basic tare. If your soup base in the Kikkoman tastes better than the soup in your custom tare, you might consider just having the Kikkoman for now. Tare takes work, takes a lot of practice, and it's very easy to mess up. I'm not one to back down from a challenge, so let's go Thunderdome on this action.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Thanks, Tina. Here you can see I've got my Kikkoman on the right, and I've got my homemade tare on the left. I'm adding a bit of my tonkotsu broth. Now this is gonna be a shoyu tare versus a miso tare, so it won't be a 1-for-1, but it will give me an idea of whether or not the miso tare is not something I want to serve to guests. I'm gonna call over 3 close friends, and here they're gonna commence a blind taste test. They don't know which is which. I've just asked them to tell me which they would prefer to eat tonight, since we're all about to have some bowls of ramen. And it's good news, they enjoy the miso tare, and I can rest easy. And now that we have a tare as well as a tonkotsu, we can make ourselves a soup base. We're going to take 2 to 3 tablespoons of our miso tare, depending on how you like the flavor, and add it to your favorite ramen bowl. After that, 2 to 3 ladlefuls of your tonkotsu broth from episode 1, and then we're going to mix this up. I'll be covering how to make the other components of the bowl in upcoming videos. These noodles are homemade, and so is this delicious pork chashu. I add on my accoutrement, and now I'm ready to reward my guests for putting up with my taste test. Alright, that's today's episode. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Thanks for stopping by. Please consider subscribing for more.